Just got it done with Lappy until time. Feel free to lap Yappy. I don't even get in yet. I don't even get to say anything. Hold on. Oh, what? Hold on. Ah. Oh, hold on 1 second. I think my thing is messed up. Did I mess my thing up? I messed my thing up. Hold on. We're gonna see menus. Nope, nope, menus. There we go. There we go. That's gonna be. There we go. Okay. Now we're good because now my mouth actually moves. Hi, you bandits. The game is playing itself. Yeah, that is exactly how it works. Hi, guys. How are you doing? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, all those kind of good things. Welcome to the stream. How are you? How is everyone? I hope you guys have had a wonderful, wonderful weekend. It's the weekend. It is the weekend. Who needs to know what time anything is? I don't. Also, I got told today. You ready? I got told today I have extremely cute fangs. I think they're pretty cute. Do you like my fangs? Do you like them? I think they're cute. They're very sharp, though. I kind of want to file them down a little bit. They are kind of pointy. They make me think of bat fangs, like a cute, fuzzy bat for some reason. Ooh. Maybe I am a bat VTuber and I never know. Maybe I didn't. Maybe the raccoon is just the disguise. Like this mask, it's just a disguise. You'll never know. Hey, Catherine. Nice to see you again. Yesterday I watched UCP. Yep, glad I watched it. Well, good. We're going to be talking about all those things before we even get started playing today, because you know, big things happening in the world of Final Fantasy XIV. As they do every time a live letter comes out. And I think it's important to spend some time and talk about those things. Yep. Zab was very much looking forward, for once, was looking forward to Yappy Yappy because she didn't want to have to use her Lappy Lappy. I didn't get to see a few... No Panda. No Panda tonight. No, we're doing more side quests. You didn't read the title. The title's right there. There. Somewhere down here. Yeah, oh yes, all right. So, give me a second, let me go ahead and pull this up, because we got a lot. We got a lot of things to talk about. And lots of new things that are becoming from... Oh, I'm... Really? Really? Okay, bye. What am I gonna say? No, I didn't say Panda last stream. You said Panda last stream. Just tisk. I said we were gonna be doing more side quests, because you know, side quests. I said we were gonna be doing Panda the previous stream, and then you said no, I have Critical Role. Listening comprehension. It's a thing. You'll get used to it. Anyway, let's talk about the live letter, shall we? Because there's a lot of stuff that they brought out. I don't know if we want to. Do we want to have some? Do we want to? I love CR to come do Panda then, and we didn't do it. Yeah. Well, you were tired. Look. Look. Can you see me crossing my arms? I'm crossing my arms right now. Anyway, live letter. Let's talk about good things, happy things, like what is coming. All right, so here are, first of all, the good things. Lots of good things. So first of all, I was not aware. It's one of those things where you have to like think about it, and it's one of those things. Final Fantasy XIV has been out for 11 years, 12 years now almost. It's crazy that this game is still going after all this time. It is still managing to do such amazing stuff with it, and they're still continuing to keep building on it. How amazing is that stuff? So they first went over, we did some retrospective, kind of looked at all the stuff that's been happening over the last, 12 years that this game has been out. What? You've never seen a black and white? Oh, no. They're talking about Panda the Raid series, because that's the latest Raid series. They were under the impression that they were going to be getting Raid time. I should probably, can I break that out? Hold on one second. Let me break out the chat. Can I pull the chat over here? Yes, there we go. Look at this. Now I can read you guys over here while I'm chatting, and it actually looks like, Actually, is it? Hold on. There we go. I can put the chat over here. Ah, now it looks like I should look at the monitor. How cool is this? We'll get some things done. All right, so let's talk about some of the cool things that are coming to the game. So first of all, the really big thing, I think everybody knew this. So Yoshi is not leaving the game. Yoshi is doing other things, but he has basically said that as long as the company allows him to continue doing 14, he has no plans of leaving unless he gets sick or dies. But he will still take on other things like Final Fantasy 16 or anything else that the bosses want for him. But yeah, he's going to be sticking around. So that to me is such a good thing, because he's got a really good vision for the game and seems to have like a good handle on the stuff that makes Final Fantasy 14 great. So I think that, that's a good thing. So the other thing, and then this is what I'm kind of, first of all right, first big announcement. You kind of knew this was coming. If you've played any much of Endwalker and you've seen kind of the direction things have been going, one of the biggest things that's coming through, and should I put slides on? You guys want some slides? I can put some slides on. We can have some slides. You guys want slides? Oh, you guys have Panda. Yes, Panda. Well, you guys have pandas at the zoo. We have the kind that try to kill you. In the game. But no, the pandas are cool. Although I did find out all pandas are owned by China, and they actually just rent them out to every zoo that has them. So if you see a panda at the zoo, it actually belongs to China, and it's just being rented, which is kind of sure. Let's see these visuals. All right, so we're gonna steal some screenies from, let's see, can I do this? We're gonna do this, and we're gonna try and stick things. I'm gonna have to do something. We're gonna do something a little bit wacky. Okay. And now we're gonna see if I can put this into image. Yes, I want that image. And the image I want is the one that I just saved. Does it show up as an image that I saved? No, of course not. We will just do this then. Hang tight. We're gonna do this the really fast and easy way. Save as JPEG to pictures, and we're gonna call this slide 1. Cool. And hopefully now I get a slide 1. Yes, I do. Cool. Open that and stick it there. Cool. And then we're gonna take the slide that I just got, and not that. We're gonna grab the slide and we're gonna put it here. That work? Sure. There. That's close enough. All right. So here's the thing that first got announced is that they are working on making Final Fantasy XIV basically an MMO that you can entirely play either with friends or by yourself. They talked about how Final Fantasy has been going on for 30 plus years now as a franchise. And there are many people out there who have played every single Final Fantasy game ever released, with the exception of 2. Final Fantasy XI and 14, the 2 online versions of Final Fantasy. And one of the things that they want to do is they want to give people the option, so that if people like playing solo, that's no reason why they should not be able to enjoy and experience this game. And, you know, sometimes as you play, you get better, and sometimes as you don't. Like, for example, my wife likes to play, and she likes to play, but she likes to play only with friends. She doesn't like to play with random people. It's too stressful for her. But she's been trying out the trust system that they've got and is really liking it. And, it gives her an option for her to be able to play without having to, rely on everybody being here and everybody, doing things. She can still continue to play at her own pace, which is great. Even Bravex. I like the idea, because all it is to me is it's just options. It's more options. It's more ways to say that you don't have, if you get stressed out, like for example, if you get stressed out with playing with other people, cool. There's no reason why you shouldn't get to experience Final Fantasy XIV just because of that. Like, there's a bunch of ways that you could do better, there's a bunch of ways to experience the game. There's a bunch of other stuff that's beyond the game itself. Hello, housing, glamour, gold sauce. There's a ton of stuff that is out there that people who get too scared of the social aspect, or, having to team up with random people online, they'll miss out. So it's good. I think it's a good thing, and I think it's great. So you've seen them do this with every expansion basically since Shadowbringers, that they've been really focused on making it so that people can do content without, just if they want to do it solo, they can. And they're going to be working on expanding that to the entire game. So hopefully by the time that 7.0 rolls around, the entire game from start to finish, you will be able to play by yourself. You won't have to team up with anybody else. Yep. Good God, you don't have to talk to anybody. Absolutely. You can just play the game. And from there, again, I'm introverted, but gosh. But here's the thing. And so I can put out a good example for you. So, Zab, you like to play, but tanking stresses you out. How would it be if you got to play in a, and one of the nice things is that if you want to cure up as a tank and you don't want to have to worry about your teammates being knobs or doing bad things or doing other things and letting you just tank, you can do that in a pretty stress-free environment because it's just you. Or healing. Healing also can be pretty stressful. If you want to have, a tank that only pulls what you're comfortable with, there you go. No, and that's trust. And exactly, and what they're doing is they're expanding trust to the entire game. So you will be able to do all the content with trusts alone. And I think that is good. Again, it's not a forced thing. That is the thing. It is just another option for the people who want to do that. And I always approve of more options. More ways to do things is always a good thing. There's never a bad time to give you more ways to play the game. So if you don't want to use it, it's fine. You want to keep playing with everybody else the way we've always been playing? Cool. Does not affect you. You're good. You're cool. It's all stuff you don't have to worry about. So there's that. The other thing, and here we'll go ahead and grab the real screenshot here because we don't want to grab the other one. So one of the other things that they're doing is the huge graphical overhaul, where they're going to do the first graphics update to the game since the game was released almost. So, and let's get an image up of what that's going to look like. Can we? Can I swap out this image? I'll bet you I can. Maybe. There we go. Boop. Cool. So here was some examples that they did, at least from the character side of things. So you can see, what the current model looks like and what the new model with the high-res textures, and the new lighting and shading is going to add to it. They said that they're working to basically not try to change the way that the models look, so you're not gonna shouldn't see too huge of a change between it. Yeah, this is the part that I'm worried about the most, because hello, my potato computer, you know, my 8-year-old computer that is literally as old as this game. So, but here's the thing. They are saying that one of the other announcements that they made is that they are going to be continuing to support PlayStation 4 accessing Final Fantasy 14 at least through 7.0. So that's at least through the next expansion. So that should mean that it should continue to work. You know, we should still have these graphic options. They may give you the option to turn it off. Like, yeah. Yeah. Computers are all going to cry, but I have hope that because they are saying that the PS4 is sticking around for a little bit longer, that means that we'll all be able to continue running the stuff. We will try, though. I mean, like, let's see. What do I have the game up right now. What is my game currently running at? If I hold on, let's bring up the system configuration. So just sitting around Charlie, and I'm getting about 60 frames a second. So it's not horrible, but I can't really tuning up too much more, and we're gonna have some problems. So yeah, we'll try not to do that, at least for now. But it's very exciting. Like, it's very exciting to see new things that are coming, and see what they're going to do. They are going to start working on armor, and they're going to work on improving all the... So lots of stuff that's basically been pixelated for the longest time. They're going to work at bringing that up. They are not going for photorealism, so none of this seeing hairs and pores, but they are going to look at doing some other things. I do want to show you this one. This one's the one that kind of blew me away. Hold on one second. I'm gonna pull this one up, because this comparison just made me very excited. That's the word. It made me very excited. Actually, I wonder, can I just do... I wonder if I do this. Does it reload? Ah, look at that. Haha. There, I can just switch them out like that. Cool. Yeah, so that's what they're doing as far as lighting and shading, especially and this one is specifically for the shadow resolution. But just look at the differences in what different lighting makes for this. That just blows my mind. It's so good. I have no idea if I'll be able to run it. Believe me, we will be trying. We will be trying hard. Maybe that's what we'll do, though. The graphics update will come out. That'll be the time where I start going, all right, guys, I'm going to finally start asking for Patreons and well, I can't ask for subscriptions because we got to get to 1,000. We got to get to 1,000. 1,000 subscribers. We're going to get there. We'll get there eventually, but hopefully. Cross your fingers. But yeah, so all the graphics are just are going to look really good. Lots of changes to textures. Of course, the big one that came up was this one right here. Yes, the grass. So if you see here, you can see that the grass, this is the current grass. You can see it's a little bit pixelated. You know, if you get up close to it, it looks really, pixelated, fuzzy, not sharp, and they're going to work on making that, look like grass. So, very excited for those things. Those are supposed to, I understand, if I understood what they were doing, that's going to be coming out sometime between they're just going to be kind of working. It looks like they're just going to be working on it as they go. So even up to 7.0, they're not going to be done with everything. So basically, they're like, we're not going to be done with all the work by the time everything happens. So, yeah. please be patient, and we apologize for the quality difference between there. All right, so here are the couple other things that probably, you know, we should be kind of done, which is the roadmap of basically what is coming to Final Fantasy in the next few, you know, days, weeks, whatever it is. So first thing is going to be that they're doing for 6.1, which is the next big patch. We're of course doing the main scenario updates. There are apparently going to be adding another chapter of Hildebrand finally. They are like somebody's quote earlier. We're getting a side quest series called Tataru's Grand Endeavor. And I read somebody at Twitter who read that title and said, that sounds like the straight to DVD version of Final Fantasy. Seriously, that's an awful title. That's an awful title. But you know, maybe it all works out. Maybe it does. I don't know. It seems. I mean, who knows? I will wait and see what comes of that. But I am kind of I'm cautiously optimistic because most of the older quests have been fairly adorable. So I can't really like say, oh, it's not going to be good because most of it's all been good. New alliance raid is coming, new PvP is coming, new tribe, and apparently they have now decided to drop the beast from the beast tribes. We are just going to be called tribes now, which I think is hysterical because apparently when this came out, they acknowledged that that calling them beast tribes, like even back in 2.0, that calling them beast tribes was a derogatory term. But they used it as the description because, well, that's just kind of the way that the world was, and the world was very discriminatory towards the tribes of beastmen. Well, apparently we have now gotten beyond that and are starting to be more respectful of all these, because, of course, with the amount of tribes that there have been and the amount of quest lines and things, we've all learned that the beast people are not nearly as, dumb and mindless as, that would come out. So they are going to rename them as just tribes. And I think that's a good change, although, internet going off on too much PC, too much correctness, but I think it's good. And the reason I always think about political correctness in this is, like, to me it doesn't make a lot of, as someone who is not when I'm not directly affected by those things, it's kind of hard to keep that in mind. But I always remember that somebody else is going through that, and someone else is personally identifying with that, and I wouldn't want to personally identify with that. So anything that makes it more inclusive, I'm all for. I think it's all great. So if this was something that was causing some people any amount of distress, then hopefully this helps with that. Obviously we're going to have a new ultimate duty that comes out, a new Unreal. Finally, we will be able to try for our ponies yet again with Ultima. I don't remember actually doing Ultima when it came out, so this might actually be new for me. Something to try on stream. It'll be great. It'll be hysterical. I'm sure we'll have lots of deaths and you'll enjoy it. And anything else that's coming? They're also doing a few other things. In fact, let's put that up on screen, shall we? Sure. So the trust system for Realm Reborn will be happening. They'll be doing a new UI, new hairstyles for the Hrothgar, Ishgard housing, and we'll be getting our next custom deliveries with Emiliance. Also some other trials, other sorted updates, everything else that comes with the usual patch updates that come from there. The big news for me, though, comes in 6.2. That is going to be my jam. The reason that it's going to be my jam is because that's when the Island Sanctuary comes out. They still haven't said anything about it, which to me lets me be cautiously optimistic about it. They're also be adding some new weapon enhancements, and apparently this thing called the Criterion Dungeon. Not quite sure how that plays out, but I'm always looking forward to new things. I think they're good. Who is personal? No, I don't think it's. Again, again, this is the way I look at it is that, well, for example, if, you know, there are people, you know, hello, let's put this, actually, good example here. So we just had the Oceanic servers open up, which is to serve Australia and all the kind of oceanic, you know, New Zealand, Papua New Guinea, is that down? Oh my God, I am blanking. I am so sorry to anybody in Australia that watches. I am so sorry. I don't know half the countries down there. That feels bad. It's like, there's the big one, there's the big island, and then there's other stuff in that area, I'm sure. Actually, I'm right? I was right. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, Papua New Guinea, New Zealand. Yeah. Okay. I don't feel like I was too out of it then. Anyway, so countries down there, and think of it this way. Like, here's a good point. So the Vanu, the beast tribe from Heavensward, the bird people, they are heavily influenced by New Zealand culture. Even the here, can we see it? Hold on, let's see. Hold on one second. Let's go into the game for a second, so I can actually. Let me pop down here real quickly. So when you do the Vanu quests, they give you it's a quest line. It's a beast tribe quest that's based a lot off of dance. And one of the dance that you get for doing all these things is, where is it? The Sundrop dance. Oop, which if I don't zoom in, but I turn off things. So that is it's very much a take on a traditional Haku dance, which is something that, you know, is very important to New Zealand culture. I think I'm right. I think this is right. I've been watching Haku dances for like the last little bit. Let's see. Is it Haku New Zealand? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, yes, it's Maori culture. So they're very influenced by that. And I would, again, that's why I'm checking. I'm like, let me just check and see if I'm saying things right, because that would be horrible if I'm like going, again, that's the thing. If it's something that's a very important part of your culture, you want that to be represented properly and in a positive light. And, you know, when you get told that your culture is a beast thing, I can see that being off-putting. Like, you know. So the original beast tribes that were out there. So when the game first came out, the beast tribes were basically all the non-humanoid races in the game. So kobolds, the Sahagin, the sylphs, like anything that was removed from being a man. So like the people that were, you know, things with fur, tails, and stuff, but had enough intelligence, and these were the ones that were most responsible for summoning primals into the world. So they couldn't, some of them couldn't talk, they couldn't negotiate, couldn't do anything, but they knew how to pray to their gods and summon giant beast men to save them and things. I feel like I need to say there's so many more things. There are. Oh, absolutely. There are always, quote unquote, there are always things to be offended by. There's no shortage of that. Yeah, well, we have tails. I don't know if we have fur. But I guess the point is that when you are in a situation where you have some part, like, you know, where you have some things that you can do as yourself, why not do them? Like, you know, what is it? It's the like low-hanging fruit, basically. If literally changing the name from beast tribes to tribes, if just changing that name is all it takes for some people to feel more comfortable, why wouldn't you? It doesn't hurt anybody. It doesn't make you any less. It doesn't make them any less. It doesn't change fundamentally what's going on here. It doesn't change the story. But if it makes other people feel comfortable, why not? My husband is, well, let's put it this way. This Hrothgar has been the kind of the exception to the rule here with this. And yes, I can see where there can be some overreaction. I can see where there can be a little bit, you know, kind of quote unquote getting, you know, quote unquote too offended to it. But I don't know, because I can't, I'm not willing to judge other people for their things. But again, more of my thing is that it's a small enough change. It's not asking you to change like the lore of anything, and it's not asking you to change. I mean, because again, when the game came out, they acknowledged this is a racist term that they are using, but it's okay. But we're using it because the society is currently racist, so it kind of works. Female Hrothgar. Female Hrothgar are currently planned for sometime pre 7.0. That is all they have said. So we do not know when they are coming, just that they currently expect them to be available prior to the next expansion release. And if they keep the patch expansion progress, that means that they will be somewhere within the next 2 years. Who knows? But looking forward to it. It's something I think will be, like I said, it's something that'll be good. And like I said, if that's all it takes for people to feel, you know, happy and nice, cool, good on them. Another thing that is coming up that I'm very excited about is coming in 6.3. 6.3 is going to announce the next version of the Deep Dungeon. We have not done Deep Dungeons on this channel yet. It is one of my banes in that I have wanted to finish a Deep Dungeon since they were released and have never gotten to do it. I've tried many times and it has failed every single time. So this may be something that we try to do during once we're done with a lot of the quests and we've kind of like run into some content lulls. Expeditions into our deep dungeons are great, and getting a third one is going to be fantastic because the deep dungeons are great for challenges. They're a great challenge, but they are also great for leveling alternate jobs. So if you're trying to level jobs from anything other, yes, I have started the deep dungeons so many times at this point it is ridiculous. But have never once managed to get a group that will finish it. So we will try. Actually, the last time I checked, on my main character, I have a run that I've been trying, and I got up to floor 70 of Heaven on High as a solo. So at some point, I do want to continue that run and see if we can make it all the way to the top. So again, like I said, that'll be content that we can do once we've finished all the quests and have kind of gotten to, if there are off nights where there's nothing to do, oh, good. That would be a good Thursday night stream. A good Thursday night stream might be, once we've done all the side quests, might be to do deep dungeon runs. So who knows? But we'll look forward to, but anyway, new deep dungeons are always great. So looking forward to that. And, yeah, it just seems like they just have major updates going forward from there. And yeah, the other good thing, and I'm not going to put the slide up for this one because we don't really need the slide for this one. But what I'm really appreciative of is that they are trying to keep their same release schedule, which is basically about a patch every 4 months or so. But what they are doing is that they are going to be adding an extra week or two in for extra testing and to give their workers a break so that they can, take some time off and not feel crunched. And I am fully supportive of that. I think that is an amazing thing, and more developers should do that. And bless Yoshi and his team for doing their best to take care of all the team members that put this game together and work on it so hard and diligently. Like it's nice to see a positive studio environment where that can, where that's encouraged and apparently mandated. The other thing that is big on my list and is going to be great, data center travel. Data center travel, that is the option for, so right now you can transfer from one server to another as long as they're a part of the same data center. In patch 6.18, we will be getting data center travel, which means that you will then be able to take your character and go from one data center or one data center to another as long as they are in the same region. So that means that anybody that is on the North American servers can now go and play with anybody else that is on any other North American server. Likewise, the same will be true for anybody playing in Europe and anybody playing in Japan. Anybody in Europe can play with anybody else in Europe, and anybody in Japan can play with anybody else in Japan. That is going to be great because I have many friends that are spread out throughout North America Data Center and are on different places. And now we'll be able to play again together. And I'm very much looking forward to that. I think that's going to be great. Oh, are they hiring too? Oh, that's even better. Fantastic. Hopefully they get many wonderful applications for that. Let's see. Housing goes on sale. The free trial is being restarted. The soundtrack is released in 3 days. Guess who's already pre-ordered? Can't wait for that. I mean, the music is amazing, and it's good every time, and I'll be happy to look forward to it. I mean, right now we're actually listening to select tunes from 1.0. I figured that would be kind of a nice background for us to do while we're doing, because the music is just always good. Yep. They showed that they were hiring, and yeah, I think that is. I think that's about all that they really covered as far as new stuff. All the stuff that, at least from their launch cycle. Obviously, the whole housing system is going to get its redo in 6.1. We will see how that goes. Good luck to all of you in the housing lottery of pain. Hopefully it will be at least better than what our current system is, because this is awful. This is awful. Yeah. Let's see. In 6.1, all wards will use the lottery system. We will consider making wards first come, first serve if there is strong demand. I can't imagine anybody wanting strong demand for that after all the pain that we've all gone through for housing this time. No, I can't imagine it. I guess I should mention this. So currently, the current housing system is literally a first come, first serve system. So if you want to buy a house, you have to find an open plot, and you just have to be the first one there. If an open plot currently is available, or it gets released, because all the plots are bought now. If somebody releases their plot for whatever reason, the plot gets demolished, goes into an empty plot, and a hidden timer begins that lasts anywhere from 6 to 24 hours. And whenever that timer finishes, the house will then go on a first come, first serve basis. What this has ended up happening is that people will find empty plots and will sit there for 18 hours, clicking on a sign over and over again in the hopes that they are the one that becomes the first come, first served whenever that hidden timer finally expires. It's awful. I have seen so many friends burst into tears and cry because they don't want to have to deal with it, or they spent that whole time and somebody happened to come up and snipe them and get the house at the last minute after they've spent 12 hours working on it, or they passed out and somebody stole the house from them, or all kinds of things that are just, it's a pretty awful system. So what is coming is the new system, which is going to be a lottery system, which is basically when there's an open plot, you are going to basically say, I want to enter the lottery for this plot. You can only enter into one. You can basically only register for one plot per person. So, so you can't go and like bid on every single property that there is. You also must pay the full price for the house up front. So you must, first of all, you can only put a ticket in once, and you have to pay the full purchase price, which is like anywhere from 3 million to I think 50 million for the large plots. You have to put that money down on the plot. And basically they will take bids for a week, and at the end of that week they will run the lottery, and one person will be chosen from the prospective bidders. That person will be told that they need to come and claim their house. They have 1 week from the time that the lottery ends for them to claim the house. Did they say if it no, they didn't say yet whether or not they're refunding the money or not. I am personally of the opinion that if you bid on the house and you don't collect it for your week, no, you should lose your money. Yep, I've seen videos. Yes, it is pain. And so this system is a lot better as far as I'm concerned, in that you will... and apparently they're going to be doing purchase lotteries for both FCs and individuals. So there will be options for both people to buy stuff and for free companies to buy things and compete against each other. I think it's great because, again, limiting it to one bid per round really makes it so that everybody has a chance to really pick the plot that they want. And they really need to be serious that they want that plot. And again, since it's all done automatically, I think that's a lot better use than everybody, somebody, sitting around who just happens to be the right person to click at the right time. Like, it's so much less stress. Like, that is just so nice. So I hope that that it works as well as I think it will. Because again, it's still housing is still a limited supply thing in Final Fantasy, which is a really awful thing, because they do so much for housing and do so much for so much that's built around housing and owning a house or something. So many event rewards that you get are housing items, and most of the people that play can't use it because they don't own a house. They can't put decorations outside or something. I mean, you can own an apartment, but even an apartment can't do outside things, and you're limited off of so many things if you do not own a house. I hope that so that comes live in 6.1. I hope it does well. I hope that it works well enough to where people get houses and nobody feels butthurt that they didn't get a house. Or that it helps, distribute the houses and everybody feels a little bit more, I hope it's just not as stressful. Like, yeah, that's what I hope for it. So, but we will see. We will see how it goes. And, yeah, I mean, again, what's the... But I come back to... How you doing, honey? So yes, that is pretty much the live letter. That's all the stuff that they talked about for this time. All the stuff that we can look forward to going into 6.1 and beyond. And it all seems really good. I wasn't expecting a graphical update, so that's kind of pretty amazing, and I can't wait to see what they're gonna do with it. I don't know who you're blowing kissies at, because nobody over there. Yeah, not me, not me. So, as with everything, like all the stuff that I normally see with these letters to the letters to the producer live, I've rarely seen anything that's made me go, oh, I don't think they're going in the right direction here. Most of it's all been very, you know, nice and indicative that they have, you know, a lot of things that they're looking towards, and they're looking to address things, you know, for the community and make things a lot of, it's always feels like it's a lot of quality of life adjustments. And I always like that. Like there's still always the regular content stuff, and they've done a pretty good job of being very regular about that. Like it's always, you know, there's an alliance raid, there's trials and extremes, and they do that kind of regular content. But I always like the fact that in between all those things, or in addition to those things, there's always these little bubblings of just stuff that makes the time in the game nicer and feel good to be a part of. So. Okay. That is all I've got for there. So I guess we can actually go ahead and start playing, you know. Oh, excuse me. Wow. And it actually took us a whole hour to talk about the live letter. I'm kind of amazed. I didn't think it was going to take that long, to be honest. Shows what I know. Drive by. I was about to start harassing the kit in the back. Yep, see, this is when I look at you and go, really? Really? Okay. Kitasha podcast. But we have the video here. It's so nice. Actually, I don't know. Like, I don't think I could ever pull... Well, I don't think I could pull off a podcast, because I think that, well, I'd like to say that I can ramble on for a bit, but I like having, to me, one of the big things that I love about VTubing, and I love about streaming live, is I like being able to interact with everybody. I like being able to kind of, you know, I can talk and share my feelings, but it's still a conversation. It's still something that's between the two of us together. And I always like that. I like that, you know, it's not just me. Yeah, stream is always a podcast. Yeah, it is cool. It is cool. We do some games. We do some gaming. There is some gaming content on this stream. But we do lots of talking too, and that's okay. I did. Where are we going anyway? Oh, that's right. We're not going here. I was about to warp off the Thavnir. Like, nope. That is not where we are doing our quest tonight. We are continuing our quests in Labyrinthos. Do I have... I can believe it. I can absolutely believe it. All right, so we're going to head down to Labyrinthos, and we're going to start some more side quests and see what we can get. Do we have any side quests here? Oh, actually, we do. So fortunately, last time when we came and did all these quests, we were doing all the... Oh, hold on. Oh, that's right. We're not chatting anymore. We can actually... I was like, wait, the music here is not... this is not Labyrinthos music, and of course it's not Labyrinthos music, because we had our other music going. 55 and 57. So those are temperatures, which basically I'm gonna assume 55 F2C. Basically about about 13 to 14 degrees Celsius is what they're saying. Yes. Everybody here, people here use the Imperial. Ooh, that thing's gonna break so bad. Gonna love it when it does. All right, so let's go ahead and get started with our Green Gleaner here. Try saying that 5 times fast. Building good habits, the Green Gleaner seems to want a word with you. Excuse me, but aren't you the one who's assisting Erinville? If you have a moment, I could also use some help with a certain task. Simply put, I'm to hunt down a number of caribou. But as this is the first job I've accepted which requires any degree of violence, I'm not entirely confident on how I should approach my prey. You seem like the type of woman who's seen her fair share of combat. What if I could observe you from concealment while you engage my target fauna? I wouldn't need you to spend all day on it, of course, so 1 or 2 examples in the forest west of here should be plenty. Let's say 2, shall we? I'll even pay you. Please? Alright, so we go and kill some caribou. Oh. And there they are. Those are not real caribou, because I've seen caribou, and those things are scary as fuck. Those things are huge. Those creatures have no right being those large as they are. And it's coming after me, of course. Well, we are dancing for the caribou. Oh, and good, we're gonna attract the other one while we're at it, because, you know, why kill one when you can kill both of them at the same time? Right? Sure, there's one down. This is really not helpful for that guy, I just realized. Like, he's asking us for help on how to kill things, and we're like, oh, you just dance for them. And apparently the caribou shows you his butt before he attacks. Nasty. Well, fortunately that was an easy one to start off with. Alright, what do you have to say, my sir? Did you get a good look at that? Thank you for the instruction. While I doubt I could emulate your particular style, seeing you in action was enormously helpful. You've also provided a service by culling a few of Labyrinthos' more prolific animals. Lest you worry, it's essential we reduce the caribou's numbers every now and again to maintain a stable habitat. And nothing here is killed for mere sport. Every part of the carcass is harvested and put to use. A practice I will make sure to carry out with the creatures you slew. There are still a few more that need culling, but I think I can handle that on my own now. Such as the Gleaner's Lot, and I should learn how to do it sooner rather than later. Oh, and here's your payment. Wish me luck! Oh no, what are you two doing that you're messing up? Oh, I would want to know. Yes, most of the people here are probably going to use Fahrenheit because I think everybody's from I think most everybody's from the US though. But like I said, we're in that kind of weird time zone where we can kind of like get either side. We can get lots of sides. We get all the sides, every side. I had an interesting question asked of me today on Twitter. Somebody was asking the question of, they were asking for VTubers if you have a normal job, and do you think you would be more successful if you were able to stream at the times that you were normally working? Interestingly enough, I don't think I would. I don't think I would argue with streaming at a different time if it was available. Like if it was my job, this is my job, if this is what I woke up and had the time to do, then sure, I'd probably change my time to something where car alarms don't go off. I actually mentioned that in the replies. I basically said, I don't think that changing the time would be as big of a factor as instead dedicating that time to making other content. Live streaming is fun, but it's really hard to get discovered. Like, seriously, have you guys tried to find live content for this game? Live content on YouTube, period, is already hard enough as is. That's why I'm always grateful that any of you guys find me, because I know exactly how hard it is. But regular content, YouTube serves fine, and it's always great for me because I can make regular content on YouTube and then say, oh, and by the way, I stream on YouTube as well. So if you subscribe to my channel, you'll not only get whatever videos I make, but you'll also get the chance to see when I do live things. Yes, I have a normal job, and if I could live stream, yes, I'd make money. Yeah, I mean, so here's the thing. When I was on Twitch, I was making a little bit of money. I wasn't making a ton. But for those of you who don't know, about, how long ago was it? Maybe about 6-9 months ago, I want to say. Probably wrong. Some time ago last year, Twitch had a big data leak. And it leaked out their payments that they had made as far as all their streamers had made. It's interesting stuff in there. I thought Final Fantasy YouTube channel shows YouTube videos by content creators. It doesn't actually. So the way that's why I said anybody who finds me, I'm always very happy to. But yeah, if you go to the Final Fantasy 14 channel, like the official channel, no, it's just got all their videos, like everything they made, because that's them. To find this, you have to go to the live stream. You have to go to YouTube's live channel or their gaming section, and you have to go and hopefully Final Fantasy 14 happens to be listed in the game, and then you can find, if you go to the live tab, then you can find all the streams that are currently live and all the people that are currently live. Yeah, it's not an easy thing. So yeah, if I was gonna do this and I was gonna be like super okay, we're making a super go at it, I would much rather have my time spent on like actually making videos that YouTube's algorithm is gonna serve. Like, because when people search for 14 and all those things, I'd love for some of my videos to pop up, and then they'd see, oh, by the way, yeah, if you want to watch me live and see this guy that you're watching, you know, you can come see me live. And yeah, I think that would have a bigger impact than just, you know, start streaming a couple hours earlier. Because yeah, until YouTube changes their stuff to actually proactively serve live content, it's always going to be pretty hard to be a live streamer on, or if you already have a large following. Like it's sad. I saw some people that were streaming Final Fantasy 14 earlier, because of course I like to look and see who are my brand mates, who are the people who have chosen to stream on YouTube as well. There's a huge community on Twitch, huge. They're all really supportive of each other. So of course I'm like, let's check out, you know, YouTube, see what all the people are. And there are people here who have, you know, 6, 10, 50,000 YouTube subscribers on their channel, and their live streams are like 5, 10, maybe. I think I saw one person who had 30, but they had like 50,000 YouTube subscribers. It was amazing. So yeah, YouTube will hopefully eventually figure out that they want to serve live content. I think they just need to, you know, hopefully they will like figure it out, but we will see. Anyway, we are doing the quest No Laughing Matter. Nonolato greets you with wild-eyed hope. Ahem, hello there, friend. Fancy lending a hand to a gleaner in need? I'm fairly new to all this gleaning business, so it's only proper that someone with the requisite experience deliver this very important Uldan alchemical compound to that research facility. You know, that one a short way to the west. Why not ask a fellow gleaner, or why not take it yourself? And no, the sale is not over. We'll go there. Why you ask? Well, because I have an urgent matter to attend to elsewhere. Yes, very urgent and very far from here. I would do it myself, of course, but duty calls. Just deliver the package to someone in a position of seniority, and I promise I'll be back here to pay you for the favor. The Final Fantasy 14 icon, just below your YouTube channel label, I can find who is like, yes. That is there's a reason for that. So that link is because I put in my channel, when I put the description for this thing, I say that I'm doing a gaming stream and I'm specifically doing this game. So it puts a direct link to that gaming page, the one that you would have to normally luck out and find. So if you see somebody that's streaming it, you can, and here's a tip. Here's a tip if you want to find people. If you click on that Final Fantasy XIV link, that's going to take you to YouTube's auto-generated category page. That's basically any video that is Final Fantasy XIV related goes to that page, and it's just kind of smart labeled. But it is also their directory for all the live content. If you bookmark or subscribe to that topic page, the Final Fantasy XIV topic page, that's an easy way to find all the people that are currently streaming. If you see somebody who is live streaming on Twitch or on YouTube and they don't have that at the bottom of their stream, then that means that they did not specify what game they are streaming when they went live. They just said they're streaming gaming or whatever it is. And if they don't specify the game they're playing, YouTube isn't smart enough to figure it out, so they don't give you a link or anything. So, yeah, yep. If you get it bookmarked, that's the place to go to find all the content. But again, you have to find it first. It's wacky doodle. Let's see here. I just laughed at something. The reason I was going to buy some stuff, and I bought emotes and mounts and everything else. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, by the way, so for those of you who do play, don't forget that there is the Oceanic Server Celebration Sale going on until March 10th. So you have almost a month until it goes back. Oh, I guess we need to go and grab the box. Oh, yeah. Oh, we are delivering it, so I just was delivering it from there. So yes, if you want your things, I think, what is it? It's like all the, it's not a full sale, it's mounts and costumes. So if you want some of those special, actually, let's see, what, like, if you would like, what mounts do they have there? So for example, oh, we were talking about this earlier. If you would like the white version of the Magitech armor, seen by a particular fun character, you can grab this one. There's also a red version as well. There's a few other mounts that are there. I think there's this one, which is a nice, really pretty horse. And of course they all fly, as long as you've unlocked the zone, so. And of course, if you are a glam oh, I almost forgot. The most important news of the live letter. 6.1. We will be seeing an increase in both our glamour plates and our glamour closet. How much? Who knows? We don't know. We don't know yet. But they are going to be increasing that starting in 6.1. And they will be attempting to do more with it throughout the 6.x patch series. Thank God. I am so off. I am so out of space. I have a retainer that is just there now to hold the stuff that will not fit in my glamour closet. Yep. Super happy. Don't care how much they're doing it. It's that they're doing it. And yeah. I mean, heck, I'm still of the opinion, allow me, if you want to allow me to pay for it, if it's a money problem, if you need more money to pay for your servers so that I can, get a hold of it, I am more than happy to make that a paid option so that I can, I would love that. I would absolutely love that. Let me pay you for your servers so that I can store all your stuff. And hopefully eventually you'll go to WoW's transmog system, which is, or Guild Wars glamour system, both of which are better than the glamour closet by leaps and bounds. Please, Yoshi P, fix the true end game. Am I? Oh, that would be because the stream quality has gone down. Am I really blurry for everybody else? We may have to lower things. I've been trying to stream so that we're at a higher resolution, but it may not like that. We may have to go back to doing doing 720. You won't be able to watch me in full 1080p glory. But apparently, if you're not seeing me in 1080p glory right now, that may be a moot point. All right, let's go. May I help you? Oh, dum. Ah, yes, the old Den compound. Excuse me, but what happened to the gleaner I was told to expect? You don't quite match his description. And so here you are in his stead. I thought that might be the case. This facility primarily studies small Vilekin and their ilk, and their role as carriers of disease. As such, we seem to have become the subject of some rather unsettling, not to mention wholly unsubstantiated rumors. I imagine some senior gleaner was amusing himself by taunting his junior colleague with scary half-truths and outright fabrications. The scholar lend me patience, but such jests lead to no end of trouble for us. In any case, I thank you for bringing me my delivery. Should you happen to return to our faint-hearted gleaner, pray do me the service of setting him straight on what it is we do here. Has it cleaned up, or are we still fuzzy? Still fuzzy. Is everybody fuzzy, or is it just my wife? Because I can't tell. We may have to kick tires a bit, but this is one of those few times where I will be like, yes, please. Can you please all viewers, please. I wish I had a voice changer so I could make it sound like an intercom. The viewers, please come to the chat room and check the stream quality. Please, thank you. Blue light special, aisle 13. Fuzzy video. You're back! And not suffering from any horrible maladies! Well, nothing visible anyway. What's that? You think someone's having a laugh at my expense? But the others told me. They said the researchers ordered a forbidden substance from Ulda so they can concoct some kind of zombie powder. And that the gleaners who deliver there are often never seen again. That does sound a bit unlikely now that I say it out loud. Oh, those lying bastards. Well, right, here's what I owe you, plus a little extra for keeping quiet. Gods above, I'll never live this down. Ooh, I only have 2 sluts in my inventory. My inventory is slutless. It's not the heat, it's the humidity. The outer circuit researcher's brow is creased in consternation. Excuse me, do you have a moment? I have an urgent task to attend to, and I could use some assistance. As the supervisor of this sector, I was concerned with how cool the air in Mornville Forest felt as I walked through on my usual rounds. Ordinarily, it should be a touch more humid. My colleagues assure me that the gauges are displaying acceptable temperatures and, well, hinted that I was being oversensitive. My instincts, however, inform me otherwise. Would you mind assisting me with a more thorough investigation? Thank you. Payment will be forthcoming, of course, but first, let us begin by assessing the problem from within the forest itself. Away we go. Take a close look at this mist sprayer. You'll find these devices throughout Mornvale Forest, and I need you to see if they're functioning properly. It's nothing too complicated. If the sprayer's crystal is glowing blue, then that means it's working. If the crystal is dull, then it's most likely broken. Here, I'll jot down the locations of the sprayers I wasn't able to check yet. Meanwhile, I'll go and see if there are any other problems in Mistloom. That's the big tower over there responsible for regulating the sprayers. That could be our meeting spot once you finish checking the devices. All right. 3 sprayers to check. Granted, we will still have to interact with them, but it's like, well, this one appears to be glowing and functioning properly. The crystal is going blue. The mist sprayer appears to be functioning correctly. Number 2. The crystal is glowing brew. The crystal is glowing brew. Oh my. This mist sprayer appears to be functioning correctly. Unfortunately, we can just... Boop. Uh-oh. This one, however, is not glowing. The sprayer's case is cracked, the crystal within inert and dull. This device appears to be malfunctioning. All right. Well, I think we found your problem. One crystal is broke. Well, the Mistloom technicians can detect nothing awry with the tower's workings. Any issues with the sprayers? Aha! So there was a malfunction after all. The sprayer's job is to keep the area blanketed in mists to accurately simulate the moist-laden air of certain forest habitats. One broken device had no effect on the temperature, but the humidity had fallen out of the optimal range. If we hadn't caught the change, we would have started seeing an adverse effect of the forest's flora and fauna. Nice work, but I didn't bring your payment with me. Come back to Upper Labyrinthos, and we can settle accounts there. Well, we found out your problem. You got a broke crystal. Now, are you going to do anything about it? Nah. Also, oh, I was about to say, it looked like there was another broke crystal, but apparently I was just not close enough. Thank you again for agreeing to help. It goes to show that mechanical gauges aren't always as important as trusting one's own senses. Try this slowly. Your remuneration, as promised. Now I must see about organizing repairs for that broken sprayer. Sometimes it helps to slow things down. Cool enough, I am enjoying hot Colombian coffee. You like your hot coffee. It's a good thing it's cold. Do you, actually, that's a good question. Do you still, how many of you guys still drink your coffee even when it gets hot? Like, there are times, especially in the summertime, where it gets up into the 80s and 90s where I have no interest in morning coffee. Well, no interest in morning hot coffee. I am perfectly fine with brewing coffee, but then I immediately put it into a glass, thump a bunch of ice into it, and maybe some, you know, heavy cream and whatever, and then mix that around. And like, nope, iced coffee for iced coffee for breakfast. Although my latest thing that I continue to drink is flavored water, flavored sparkling water, anyway, because it's the one thing that helps me break my soda. One thing that keeps me from drinking nonstop soda all day long. All right, let's get to these quests at the Archeon and see what we have. I have hasty to keep me cool. I will drink hot coffee. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. Yeah. Here's the interesting thing. So Southern California actually does not have a lot of AC. Apparently a lot of this was built beforehand when apparently temperatures were a little bit cooler. There was a much nicer breeze, and people thought, oh, that's just the way it's going to be. Well, we don't need air conditioning. We'll just let the sea breeze come in and cool us off. Yeah, that doesn't work so well anymore. Nobody expects the global warming inquisition. All right, an orful lot. The burly researcher looks at you appraisingly. You look strong, sturdy, and most importantly, idle, which is a wonderful coincidence as I need a spare pair of hands. Let me explain. I sent one of my younger colleagues off to the Aesthetes Tholos to organize a shipment of ore, but after a second glance at the order sheet, I realized why it was taking him so blasted long. Seems the order was more than triple the size we usually handle. Something to do with all these large-scale preparations, I suppose. And I could hardly expect that pup to shift it all on his lonesome. Come and pitch in with the hauling and I'll make it worth your while. What say you? Good. Many hands make light work. Well, lighter at least. Let's go. You would think so. You would, yeah. And granted, solar, and so it was very interesting. It was another one of those fun things that, you know, depending on where you live and how it works. So of course, here, California, sun everywhere. And of course, everybody and their mother is getting solar installed. In fact, my boss at work has a full solar thing on his house, and he actually gets paid by the electric company for, well, he used to. Sucker. He used to get paid because he was generating more electricity than he pulled from the system. So he was putting in more, so they actually had to pay him for it. However, my parents, who do not live in California, who live in the middle of the country, which is much more weather variant, sunlight deprived, they got quoted putting in solar, and it turns out that it would take, I think they said it was like 50 years or something like that for the solar to have paid for itself because of how little it generates when there's not always sun. So it was just very interesting because for them it was like, you know, no way, there's no way we would install solar. It doesn't make any sense. But of course, everywhere else in California, it's like, solar, yes, please, we need this. I'm sure the same way as in Florida too. Florida, well, I haven't lived in Florida. I have family in Florida, but I've never lived there for any amount of time. I've visited many times, but have never lived there. So, but yeah, it would seem like it's one of the same things, like with similar to California in that way, that you probably have lots of sun that you can, you know, that would make solar panels totally worth the while. Please tell me you were the help I was promised. Oh, thank the stars. My supervisor came past not a moment ago and scooped up half the ore himself. I swear he's part forest troll, but even so, I don't think I can manage the rest without doing myself an injury. Listen, if I take this crate, do you think you could carry that other load? Once we have it settled into a comfortable grip, I'll lead us to where we need to go. You have 3 minutes to complete the task. Cool. I see you're no stranger to hauling heavy things about. Come on, let's get moving before my arms fall off. Try not to fall behind. Have to put myself on RP walk. Wonder how this looks to the guy who's in the middle of the fate. He's like, yeah, oh, you're already gone. Oh, and today is Saturday, isn't it? Today is Saturday. That means that we will need to go and spend a little bit of time in the gold saucer. What do you guys say? You guys wanna? How many? Goodness gracious. You know what? No, we're not gonna worry about it. We're not gonna worry about how long it takes us to do these quests. It takes however long it takes. But we might have some other adventures along the way. Oh, I guess, is this where we're going? This is where we're going. Oh, there's our... Hey. Hey. Bird. Are you done? This is awkward. Are you... that was a little awkward. That ought to do it. Come back to the Archeon and I'll pay you for what you're owed. Thanks, I can handle the rest from here. Worst of it is over. Yeah, the worst of it is over, because that bird's no longer pecking my ass. I'm glad you came along when you did. I can't be hauling ore all day, and my colleague is not exactly built for hard labor. The Aesthetius Tholos is where we store our mineral deposits, you see, and it is our job to field and fill requests for our fellow researchers. But we're not equipped to process orders of that quantity, especially if the Central Circuit keeps sending up request papers at the same frenzied pace. We'll run out of stock before long, assuming our backs don't give out first. Anyway, you're not here to listen to me gripe. Take your wages, and good work. We are going to take a moment here to deviate from our quest because it is almost the 20 before the hour, and it is on a Saturday. So we're going to head our little happy butts to the Gold Saucer and check out our tickets. Actually, let's first find out, did I remember to get my tickets for this week? Or do I have expired tickets that are going to make me sad because I can't do anything? And the answer is, I have redeemable tickets. Nice, nice, nice. Let's go see what we have. Let's see how many consolation prizes we get. I really need to remember to do Cactpot every time we stream, because it's just a fun little thing to do. All right, so let's see. What have you won? Well, we didn't win that one because the number was 0327, but one of our tickets is going to be a winner. Yep, we won 4th prize with our one number, and the other one is a bust. That's fine. We'll get the same 3 numbers every week. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1337 and 6969. Actually, that might be a fun thing for it to do. How would you guys feel about choosing one of my numbers for a week? That could be fun. We're also going to go and do our mini cat pot because we have 2 minutes before whatever the event is that whatever the gate is that starts. Let us see if we can. Oh, and I need to get rid of all those things too. Let's see if we can win any big things at the scratch-off tickets. All right, what do we have? 3. All right, so we do that. No, it's not going to be down. Oh, could be that one. Oh, we might have a 2nd place. Yeah, 3rd place. That's not too bad. Not too bad. Yes, I'd like to play again. Let's see what we get. All right, number 6. All right, so we do the middle one first. Ooh, 2. 1. Oh. Are we going to get 3? Is this going to be a 3? Give me a 3. 7. But maybe it's 2nd place. 2nd place. Nice. All right, one more. We got our last one. Now's the time for the big one. Oh, we got a 6 again. All right, so let's do the middle. Oh, 3 again. Haha. 2. Are we gonna get it? Are we gonna get it? Ah! We totally got it. Ah, nice. Wow, literally 3rd, 2nd, and then 1st place. Nice. Wow, I really need to come here and do this more often. Oh, and it is time. It is time for the event, the only one that truly matters. By the way, the only Manderville game that truly matters. The Slice is Right. Still can't believe we won it. That was great. Only a few people playing tonight. I'm totally clipping that. I am totally clipping that. That was amazing. Granted, I have a ton of Manderville gold points. It's not, I am not hurting for things. Although, I don't even know what I'm saving up for anymore. Like, I have most everything from here. So I just have this giant bank of gold coin points that I haven't been able to find out what to buy yet. Oh, hurry, Millie, you're almost gonna make it. Ah, she made it just in time. Do you know the origin of the theme music? You mean the Final Fantasy theme? Like just the arpeggio, the do 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 do, or are you talking about this one, the do 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 do, the Chocobo theme? Because I'm sure I've probably heard it before, but I don't remember it offhand. I don't remember the story behind. Well, actually, I don't remember the story behind either of them. Yeah, themes can mean oh, the music. Yeah, with the Chocobos. Yeah, yeah, they do a lot of Chocobo. They do some riffs on the Chocobo. Oh, but now it's time for. All right. Here's the good trivia. Who can tell me what Final Fantasy game this song originally appeared on for the first time? That is an explosion out. Well, we're not clipping that. That was embarrassing. That was straight embarrassing. Yeah, we're just gonna like, yeah, we're walking away from that. That was awful. I'm embarrassed myself. No, I will not clip that. Let's see, who deals with my, oh, this is the retainer that deals with my materia. Take my materia and go away. Yeah, you guys will be, there you go. If you guys want your own ability to clip things, I think that requires 1,000 subscribers. So, you know, feel free to send my channel to your friends and family and tell them to subscribe. And you are right, Bella. It is did come from Final Fantasy V. So the first one.
90.
You got to 90? Congratulations, everybody. Say congratulations to the wife who has just hit her very first 90 quest and is properly going through her MSQ. Did you get your outfit yet? Oh, you want me to come take a look? I think we're all done here because we didn't survive that at all. Let's take a look. Let's go take a look at the Bard outfit because I don't think we've seen that yet. Especially because she can wear a hat, so we can actually see what the hats look like. Let's take a look. No, we're not in the same instance. Oh, oh, that is right. I could, or I could. I don't know. You know, I do have this thing here. It says, "Let's go." Yeah, amazing how that works out. All right, check that out. Yes, stop it. Stop it. Look at that. Fancy, fancy. Be interested to see how that looks when it's dyed. It looks good. It looks really nice. It looks very bardy. I am going to be very sad because I will never see that hat.
Well, at least.
Mistel, I see. Mistel. Really? Yeah, no, the bards have a really nice outfit. I'm still very partial to the it's funny, I have favorite outfits from various patches that I think which were kind of wherever they did the best one. I think though the bard outfit from Stormblood is still my favorite one. Just because it's very frilly. Yeah, you're seeing it now. I got yeah. Nope, bards are always very flashes, very nice looking. So very nice. Congratulations, honey bunny. You need to get ready to go you need to get ready to go somewhere, don't you?
Yeah.
All right.
Bye,
Well,
bye.
all right. Enjoy your time going places and things. All right. Well, we have done some gold saucering now, so I guess we can go back and work on. Let's see if we can't do a few more quests before we need to wrap things up, or. Oh, your elephant is
On the desk.
twerking on the desk.
Yeah.
See, we teleport away and immediately there's a twerking elephant. We could have seen twerking elephants. I'm so sorry that I have denied you twerking elephant. Yeah, apparently not. Apparently I don't need to because there would have been twerking elephants. Let's try to at least get the quests that are here done, and then we'll see if there's anything else we want to do before we sign off. Boragchin eyes you with a calculating look. Boragchin. That's an interesting name. You have an air of dangerous competence, and you are most certainly not Charlayan. Yes, you should do nicely. For what, you may ask? As the overseer of the wildlife in this sector, I often find myself in need of new volunteers to help with the feeding. While I am perfectly content to perform the task myself, it would be unwise to allow the carnivores to grow too accustomed to my scent, or that of any of my colleagues for that matter. Which is why I am pleased to encounter fresh meat like you, if you'll excuse the phrase. So, what do you say to a brief foray into the forest? You will be provided with suitable recompense, of course. Wonderful. Take these hunks of raw flesh and just set them down at these locations. Hurry back as soon as you're done. Hunks of raw flesh, you say? Well, at least all we have to do is just set them down. What could possibly go wrong? Nothing. That's what. Boop, 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 boop. Oh, there's number 2. I'm not gonna lie, I'm still salty about that slice knockoff. I'm a little salty about that. Alright, we have placed the 3 things of meat and nothing happened. It was literally just the job that we signed up for. That's kind of weird. What's going wrong here? Look at you, all finished and with a distinct lack of bleeding and sobbing. This is why I prefer to employ mercenary types to feed our more aggressive specimens. Fortunately, I can simply let the carnivores hunt down their own meals much of the time, but this is a closed habitat. If we don't intervene to fill bellies on occasion, the delicate equilibrium between predator and prey will all come crashing down. Thank you for helping to maintain that balance. Potluck Veal appears to be in a state of annoyed bewilderment. I'm terribly sorry to bother you, but might I ask a small favor? I just saw the gleaner I hired for a job and he seemed awfully, well, jittery, I suppose is the word. When I tried to ask him what the matter was, he met my eyes for a moment and then bolted out of the room. I should like to catalog the items he meant to bring and get them safely stored, but I refuse to play this ridiculous game of Coral and Mouse. Would you mind tracking him down for me? The last I saw of him, he was dashing off towards Passerment Paterponics. That's a name. Passerment Pasterponics. I wish to know more about that name. What kind of place, what kind of thing is a pasterponic? Ooh, a Far Eastern pot. Yeah, gods and scholars, don't sneak up on me like that. Can I help you? My employer sent you, didn't he? Well, he'll be pleased to know that I was able to purchase all his requested Far Eastern items of cultural significance. That pot there was one of them, but I was leery of simply handing it over. I think there's something alive inside. You tell me where this is. Yes, yes? There, you heard that, didn't you? I knew it wasn't my imagination. You seem a well-traveled sort. What a creature might we be dealing with here? It's a Namazu. Trust me. The sort you shouldn't keep trapped in pots. One which will feed the whole family. very funny. You are one of those who makes to make jests in a serious tone of voice. It was a jest, yes, yes? Well, now that I'm here, I might as well make the most of my misfortune. See the sights, try the food, that sort of thing. Convey my pot to the nearest inn, if you please. Seeing as how our guest is so eager to stay, the least I can do is sponsor his visit and help fill out the paperwork. Meanwhile, I would appreciate it if you could explain the situation to my employer. When I closed my eyes, I did not expect to wake up in a different country. No, no. That's the first time I've ever heard a Namazu say anything other than yes, yes. No, no. No, no, fair sir. No, no. Did you catch up with the Gleaner? What did he have to say for himself? Are you telling me that Namazu are real? By the scholar, I thought the stories of such beings were just that. Stories. And now we have the chance to speak with one in the flesh. We really must house this visitor here in the Archeon and record the conversations for posterity. Oh yes, here, you've been very helpful. Now if you don't mind, I have preparations to make. Namazu are real. I guess he is not well traveled. Definitely not to the Far East. They're everywhere. A hard task to digest, Chatbert appears to have worked himself into a panic. I will be all right. I just need to... Oh gods, what do I do? I asked a gleaner to bring me a lively Koblin specimen, but perhaps I was a tad too insistent on the lively part. The thing flung itself about with such force that it broke the wall of its enclosure and escaped. For a moment I considered chasing after it myself, and then realized it would likely beat my soft epidemic frame into a bloody pulp. You, on the other hand, seem to possess a rather higher degree of fortitude. The last I saw it was skittering off towards Mornvale Forest. Please, track down and subdue our frisky fugitive, stuff it in this sturdy sack, and bring it back to me. My humble gratitude will be yours, as well as a generous reward. Ooh, alright, beating up on Koblins. I think we are well equipped to beat up on a Koblin. Yep, weaken the creature, then capture it in a sturdy... Oh, we're having to wait for a while. So, how is everybody's night going? Are we all having a good time? He's here now. Sorry. Guess we can do a thing. We will dance for the Koblin. He does not seem amused by my dancing. We have weakened him enough. Into the sack you go, sir. Or ma'am. I haven't checked. Deliver the... Okay, there he goes. I was like going, we're supposed to be... You're captured. We're in a sack. You should disappear. Did you get it? Did you bag the Koblin? We did. The sturdy sack contains one subdued standard-sized Koblin. Oh, praise the scholar. You see, I've been assigned to evaluate the dietary claims of a work entitled Koblin Cuisine, and had been about to prepare my first dish. How will it taste? Is it even edible? You, my friend, have made it possible for me to answer such questions. Thank you for your contribution to culinary science. Ew. I think we just got the equivalent of tracking down somebody's escaped octopus so that they can be used as skewers. Oh, and here is our last quest from this area. Nagali. Magali is looking at you with motherly concern. Madam, if you could hold out your hand, I have something you really must eat. Please, I insist. Is that not the juiciest, sweetest, most invigorating thing you've ever tasted? I just finished baking a batch, and judging by your somewhat wan complexion, I thought you could use a little treat. Oh, don't worry, I know exactly what I'm feeding you. Though I've settled here in this haven of archived cultural treasures, I was once a student of the nutritional sciences at the Faculty of Medicine. The knowledge from that course certainly does come in handy when it comes to keeping my worried colleagues healthy and hale, although I do struggle to find the time to collect all the ingredients I need. In fact, I wonder if you'd be willing to help out in that regard. I was about to head out and gather some things east of here, but if you could scour the area to the northwest for a couple of rotting logs, I'd be ever so grateful. Rotting logs for the tasty treat. What? What? I hope they explain this beyond just saying, yes, rotting logs taste good with a bit of butter and cream. Any luck with the logs? Here's two. Yes, these should be riddled with the little darlings. Here we go. More explanation. Thank you both from me and on behalf of my sure-to-be-appreciative fellow archivists. After all, no dish has more nutritional value than one made with beetle larvae. Wow! Great. I just got fed beetle larvae. Blah. Blah. Ah. Great. I feel so much better now. All right. Well, I think, let's see. Meerkats eat them? Well, I am not a meerkat. I am a raccoon. Actually, do raccoons eat them? Now I'm curious. All right, so we've managed to clear out the quest from these two areas, which is great. Do we want to try for the next area, or do we want to do something else? What do you guys think? Yes, raccoons eat bugs. I may have to reconsider my species. Because I may be a raccoon, but I love cheesecake. And apparently dancing for no reason. Let us, you know what? We're gonna do one last thing, just to tempt fate for no other reason. We are going to run a, so there is a minion that we have been trying for quite some time. But one of the things I found out was that apparently there's a little bit of a chance that you get the minion more so if you do things by yourself. So we're going to take a quick moment to kind of run through this one dungeon before we get off for the night. We're going to run as a, we'll go as our tank. That's fine. And grab those? Sure. Do I trust them? No, I don't trust them at all.
Our fates are not yet sealed.
Oh, actually,
Right then.
we haven't done anything with Estinian yet. Let's take Estinian. Just because we got good luck. We had good luck earlier with our, oh, what was that? We had good luck with
Once upon a time, there was a beautiful blue star.
yes, there was a beautiful blue star. It's fine. We had good luck with our cactpots, with our cactpot stuff earlier. Let's see if we can translate that luck into a quick run.
The more its people clung to life,
That will get us a
the
thing.
more they suffered.
Also, I've got to work sometime on leveling up my trust. They are not anywhere close to being able to do this without help, so to speak. Come on, Urianger. Keep me healed. I'm kind of dying here. This is still one of my. It's funny. I've run this dungeon probably, I don't know how many times now. Probably a good 50 times. I still love it. I still think it's one of the best looking dungeons, and just I love the music. Although I do have to remember that they don't do AoE attacks when it's the group, so it doesn't make sense for me to pull large. They won't take advantage of it. Sadly. I'm just so used to pulling like it's regular people.
Until they curse not the illness, but their fellow corrupted.
It just looks so cool. Alright, so we can just hang out here.
This will hurt.
Take care of these guys first, then we can move on. We've all been laughing about how many people have gotten the minion. Everybody's wandering around with it and just teasing the rest of us that don't have it.
You underestimate me.
Why are you doing what we just did, Kit? I don't know. Especially when you could have done Panda, but just decided when you didn't want to.
Together we shall overcome this.
I like the fact that you just now figured out what I was doing, though. No, and my hope is that I'm doing it this way because I think that you get an increased chance of things.
Together we shall overcome.
You need to put that into the chat so people can all see your loathing, your seething loathing and hatred. But I want to see if there's an increased chance of having the minion drop if you're doing it by yourself. Nope, kiss my ass. All right, well, see, I get to relay the message. My friends are not happy with.
Those who lived and festered. Those who died.
Nope. I have made an enemy today. Kit is being a twat tonight, and you have to being a twat tonight.
You underestimate me!
See you next Tuesday.
I will not hold back.
Like I said, I have made an enemy. I have made enemies today. We'll see if they actually. We'll see if there's any amount of forgiveness for worst raccoon ever. Well, I'm glad you knew that that was not a, wasn't gonna hit you, Oriange, because you just stacked right up there with me for that tank buster. Oh, they're all... Look at them. They all gather up and put all the stuff in the right spot. That's pretty amazing.
And the very last of them wished they had never been born at all.
Round 2.
In a faraway place, a brilliant star eradicated disease. Before destroying the selfsame lives it had saved.
I really just love how varied this dungeon is. Like, it's really creative that they came up with all these things. That's right, we're not supposed to grab all of them. Oops. Come on, Oriange. Let me die. Prithee, save my ass. finally got enough of them down to where I'm not almost dying every 5 seconds. Yeah, I've always liked that. That's one of the things I've always really liked about Gunbreaker is it acts at least a little bit like it can do some DPS.
Its people sought ever greater freedoms no matter the cost.
Now don't forget, only one pull. It doesn't do us any good to pull multiples right now. Also, we're making really good time for a series of trusts here. At least it feels like we're making good time. Also, let me check. I do have available. Okay, we do have actual available inventory space. That's good. Oh, and I don't need that. What is that doing in there?
Tried to buy peace with fire and steel.
Remember your orders, no survivors. Fighting for freedom so much, we'll take everybody else's freedom instead.
You underestimate me!
Oh, I guess we do, Estinian. He's very gruff, isn't he? Oh, no. Guess we don't get that one.
I will end this war.
Of course, Yustola steals the limit break from...
I will not hold back.
And let's all cheer the wife on as well. The wife is just getting ready to hit the last zone for Endwalker. Now the question is, will she want to stay up for the next 5 hours to finish it? Oh, apparently the answer is yes. I'm not sure how that works out, though.
I will not hold back.
Waiting for that to go so we can do this. Oh, that's right. It's this one. We'll go around and around.
You're mine!
I will not hold back.
Be gone!
Wow, Urianger literally tried to... Well... I guess this would have been one of those times where it would have been nice to have had a red mage.
Away with you.
Oh, we're just gonna super believe that.
Gloves are off.
Ooh.
Not here.
Ooh, this is so close. Well, we made it.
I shall not yield.
There we go. Welcome back, Urianger. Oh, let's go the right way. Whew. What an idiot. What an absolute...
And when one asked,
What an absolute Chad. I'm the healer. I'll take the tank buster in the
there were none
face.
left to answer.
Also, major props on Yustola actually managing to survive through all of that.
Father still existed a star without strife. When men
Right.
remembered life's
Remember,
trials
one pull at a time.
or its joys.
Well, I don't think I've ever heard those songs before. Is that the Xenoprotist? That something making weird sounds. Yep, it is them. Let's build up our charges for the next group. Yeah, almost.
what its people had gained from ease, they lost to apathy.
This one they seem to be handling well. I don't seem to be almost dying that much as long as I'm doing single pulls. I did see somebody joking earlier about how well the trusts move, and they do move in the right spot, but they always stop doing any attacks or anything, so they're still losing all their downtime from it. Oh, and we lost our. Well, they weren't smart enough to get out of that fire. That's pretty funny. Alright, we got the big guy down, so we've only got one last one to really do.
So they created the kindest, most gentle of beasts.
Let's find out if this has all been worth it.
Steps were light, and its gift was as painless as it was bountiful. Bathed in its golden glow, they all slept happily ever after.
Oh, other side.
You're mine!
Underestimate me!
I will not hold back.
A lot of people underestimate Justinian, apparently. Uh-oh. Tank Buster. Oh, he's going for it. Look at that. Estinian's going for it.
You underestimate me.
You are constantly getting underestimated, aren't you? All right. Was this dungeon run worth angering all of my friends and causing immense pain for me for quite some time? Was it worth it? No, it was not. But we did get music, so I guess there's that. Either you two want some music? I got music. Free. Totally for you. Whoever wants it, first come, first serve, let's go. Oh, well. Well, we tried. There was an attempt. There was an attempt, and we failed on all accounts. So I think that is going to be the part where we end off the stream tonight. So as always, thank you guys so much for hanging around and for indulging me on this little show that we do. As always, if you liked what you see, make sure that you subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so that you get notified whenever I go live or post a new video, including any clips that come from this video that will all be positive and will definitely not be anything from the Gold Saucer. Definitely not anything from Slice at all. Any of those things. And of course, follow me on Twitter. The link is at the bottom. It is Kitasha VT on Twitter and pretty much almost everywhere else. For some reason, we got Kitasha here, so cool. But everywhere else is Kitasha VT, and that's where I post all my updates and everything else from there. So thank you guys so much for having a thing. Make sure that, what is it? It's the, if it's nighttime for you, have a good night. If it's daytime for you, have a wonderful day. Stay safe, stay hydrated, and we will see you next time. Take care. Bye.